What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Hot Swappable Gaming, doing a discussion about RWBY Volume 7, Episode 1, The Greatest Kingdom. I'm Connor.
I'm Zach.
I was like, wait, what's going on?
I'm so used to you introducing.
Do I do that every time? Because I didn't do that for the recording that Travis and I lost last night. And he got thrown off too, and I didn't give an introduction. I was like, I mean, it's only us. Do I have to introduce you? So, the episode, I don't have an exact way of how we're going to go through this episode. I just have, like, key points, like, all done in, like, one or two words.
But,
so
like, nothing happened this episode.
Yeah, nothing at all. Nothing at all. So, I'm just going to start off with one thing. So, Sal.
You.
Patience. I had to build some dramatic suspense. It's like, he's gonna say it. Do it.
Motherfucking Penny's back.
Penny's back.
In my reaction, Connor, I'm sure you've seen it. I was like, oh, when they first introduced to like Pedro or whatever his name is. I called. I was like, dude, I bet he created Penny. And then when he was like, hey, my daughter told me about you guys. I was thinking maybe like he was able to like download the processor or something like that. I didn't think she was coming back.
I figured it was always a possibility, but I did not think that it was actually going to happen with her having her old memories.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a new Penny. If anything, I figured it would be like same type model, like Penny 2.0 or something.
Yeah.
But we were blessed, and she's come back to us. And then when she like ran off, I was like, no, I can't lose you again, Penny. Don't go.
I love that line.
I haven't compared our times so we did the reacts this morning. I haven't compared our times. When did you realize it was Penny? As soon as you saw the silhouette?
As soon as I saw like the silhouette, like when the beams were coming down, like I call them like the Jedi sword beams. Essentially, I was thinking it was like a city defense system. And then it came to the silhouette. I'm like, I bet that's Penny. And it's like, yep, it was Penny.
The second, sorry, Mike, what was it for you?
Nah, yeah, when the silhouette came down.
The second I saw that first green beam shoot across, I was like, it's Penny. I recognize that shade of green, motherfucker. I know.
I was I want those boots for my character, Verity. I think that'd be great. Those are pretty sweet. But
the boots that make you dance?
Absolutely.
I wasn't sure if the boots or the boots that make you dance.
I'll take both. I'll put some weapon points into that.
You can't. This is the future. You can't do it yet.
It's true. Nonetheless, like I think that was probably one of the bigger things. I mean, one of the other things that I wanted to highlight, and Crow actually made mention of it, is that Ironwood just looked beaten to hell. He looked like he hasn't slept. But one thing that's big for me that I probably actually should have reacted more, but as I kind of went throughout the day thinking about it, it was a little bit bigger to me. When he's talking about it came from the inside, the hacker, I'm putting the theory out now. It was Winter. I'm telling you, I think Winter is the one who did it.
Hey, Mike, what's your thought on that, and why is it stupid?
So, on what basis is Winter accused?
It'd be a big turning point. I mean, last season it was kind of all about Blake and Yang's, their struggles. Kind of Yang with her mother, Blake kind of with Adam. I think it's Weiss's turn to have a big issue, and I think a big family issue. She already has one already. So this will put it further.
So her big family issue. I'll let you go, Mike.
No, you get.
Her big family issue is going to be her sister betraying her, not her abusive brother and father. No, they need to throw more into that fire.
I think so. I think they are going to take Weiss and just beat her to the pulp, curb stomp her on the ground. In my reaction video, it is my timestamp of me calling it.
Nah,
Okay.
I don't know about that one. But if they do that, they can be just like, all right, you want a tragic story? We don't give you a tragic story. Like, no.
Who called Adam? Who called it with Adam? This guy. You want proof? Go see Hot or Swap.
All right. As true as that may be, um, I'm just gonna keep on trucking. On a side note,
Then you know what? Who is it? Give me your theories. Nope, call it now.
Hey, Mike, what's your theory
my theory on who hacked,
on who the hacker is?
I can't ever remember his name.
Is it
Well, at least I
Arthur?
haven't.
And is his last name Watts?
Yes, that's the guy. The guy who is with
The disgraced Atlesian scientist?
yes, that guy. Because he showed up in one of the either he showed up in the intro or he showed up in I think the last trailer.
He has an incredibly brief cameo in the intro of this episode, where all you see is his mustache
Like
and a
this.
grin at him typing.
I was like, that's the
Well-
guy right there. I was like, oh snap.
I mean, it makes sense, but I'm calling Weiss.
There's
If
way
it's
in hell
Weiss,
Winter.
I will like give you like another pizza and some money. Like,
And money. Dang.
if
I'll
it's
just take. If I get it, Connor, I get those boots in our D&D.
All right,
no, we can't do that. All right, well.
that's how confident I am that it's not her.
I really do hope you eat those words.
Yeah. I'll get the plate ready.
It's fine.
You'll be getting boots and D&D, a pizza, and some money.
But nonetheless, back to my original point. I think Ironwood, he just looks beaten to hell. I mean, when they first coming in, clearly the security's upraised. And as we later find out, and I actually said it in the reaction, is like, this is probably due to Beacon. But it's true. Turns out they've amplified everything since the fall of Beacon.
Pedro's my favorite character now.
His wheelchair is really cool.
Yeah. The second I saw him, I was like, wait, isn't that the scientist who worked on Penny? I recognize that hair, but he didn't wear a hat last time, and I couldn't remember if he was white or if he was black. I was like, I'm not positive. I didn't think they'd reveal Penny so soon if they did. I was like,
Coincidence.
Also, you gotta keep in mind, I'm like a super fan or something.
Of Penny?
No, just of the show.
Oh.
Well, I'm also a super fan of Penny. Penny is best girl. That's part of my reaction, is I say, all right, Pierre's no longer best girl. It's Penny again.
I wanted to. That's what I had the same feeling. I just didn't see it. I was like, it's too soon. If she dies again, then I'm just gonna be like, sitting here sad.
I don't know. I think this episode really did set us up for a really good volume that I think is going to be more about the characters evolving. You know, even in the intro, I mean, I guess technically it was the outro for this, but really in the intro, you see their stylization changes that are going to happen, the haircuts, heck, even some of their, it almost seems like some of their outfits even change, especially Weiss. I think it's
all of them.
Yeah, I thought it was everyone. I know Weiss's is a little bit more blatant, but
Were you in the video where we go over the outfit changes?
No, I guess
Was that just me and you, Mike?
it was just me and you. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
I thought you were there. You're talking about this is the second time you brought up the new outfits. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? We've done this. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm sorry.
It's coming at him.
Also, if you're watching this and you're seeing screens flickering, that's the app that we're recording on. So sorry about that.
I wondered if that was just my computer. I was like, what the?
Nah, it's all of this.
Cool. But yeah,
I think
no,
it's a time skip there.
You think it'll be a time skip? You don't think it'll just be a...
With their hair being the way it is, yeah.
Because Nora's hair is a little bit longer.
Ruby's, Weiss's.
He looks a little bit taller.
John?
Just basically, yeah.
Oh, speaking of Jean, do y'all see what I see in that episode?
Maybe
Him doing something?
He held his own.
I know.
Oh.
That's what I was gonna say. So in the reaction video, I even said, "Wow, John actually did something. He killed a Grim."
Mm-mm.
Like, well, and then I also said, "Hey, come on, Oscar, you got this. Do it, do it." And then he did it. Now I got to ask you a question. Why aren't the Grim that easy for us? Like that
He
wallop. Come on.
hit it at just the right point.
Oh,
He's fighting like Oz
They were
kind of
fighting all Omega Grim, and they all rolled nat 20s. I don't know what else I can say.
thing.
Except for
Okay.
Crow. Crow just has a really high AC, and he had to make a series of attacks, even threw some punches in there just because for the fuck of it.
It was when what's his name? Wow, and you can give me crap for this. Monty's character,
Ren?
Ren. I was
Lie,
thinking
Ren.
Ren. Yeah, Lie. When he did his thing, kind of running through and cutting them all, I was like, "Hey, it's Haku."
Now when
Although, actually, and I don't mean to cut you off, when at the start of that fight, though, with Blake pulling out her blade and having to put it back because it was broken,
Oh, I didn't catch that.
yeah, she pulls out her blade first, looks at it, and is like discouraged, and puts her blade back and pulls out the gun, or switches it to gun or whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
Makes sense. I completely missed that.
yeah, she does.
Did you?
Along with that, she does play like a backup role in that. Like she only like supported, pretty much
Mhm.
like supported Yang.
She saved her girl.
And when I saw them fighting together, I just said buzz buzz.
No,
Did
That
you
was
really?
it, yeah.
And I was gonna say I gotta get a laugh out of like everybody went into combat and then Nora she looked over at Jean. He was like, no, and she like jumped off of his shield to jump into combat. I was like,
Yeah, I liked it. Fun little Grim fight. I liked the choreography. Looks like it's
I
getting
think
better and better with each season, so I'm happy about that.
I was gonna
Well,
say it seems like
since Volume 4, better and better with each season.
I was gonna say I think it was kind of this episode, like I said, was a great setup for what we're gonna see. Gave us an idea of the choreography, the battle that we might see. More teamwork, I think, was the big thing into that. How they were kind of utilizing each other and backing each other up. Even the offensive, were backing up some of the support. Um, it introduced us to who I think are going to be some of the major players in this volume. Being Penny being back. I think all around it was a great setup video. I'm curious to see what happens with Ironwood, but
Are we going to lose
I don't
Penny
know.
a second time?
that's what I said.
Probably.
I was like, please don't go, Penny. Like
All right.
that's it. I was like,
Let's get
I
this.
can't lose you
Who
again.
does she die to?
Nah, she ain't dying this time.
What if
I'll
she's
protect her.
reprogrammed by Watts to fight the team?
I'll just stop watching Ruby.
Oh, God.
And
Oh,
and
God, that's a
Ruby
very
has to
strong
put her down.
possibility.
No, Connor, you mean Weiss. Reprogrammed by Weiss.
All right, first off, you said winter when you started this. Then you
Oh.
changed it to Weiss. I have no idea what the fuck you and Mike were on about. I tried to
I mean-
correct it. You two kept going.
No, I meant Winter. I just
I
had
thought you
Weiss
said
in my head.
winter.
Yeah, I originally did. I think it's Winter is going to reprogram her, but that's an interesting theory because I think, if anyone's going to put her down, who's it going to have to be?
And there's something
Ruby.
strange.
I won't make a prediction because if it ever like looks like it's about to happen, I'm just gonna stop watching Ruby.
No, you're not. You're going to watch that
I
and you're
never
going
see
to
it.
cry.
Never happened. Easy.
If Ruby has to kill Penny, I'm gonna be so sad. They don't have Nora to take her down easy, or don't have Nora. They don't have Pyrrha to take her down easy this time.
No, I if that theory doesn't come to fruition, I think it'll be, Salem. And it kind of sets it up of Ruby like, okay, it's time to kill Salem. We're done. Kind of giving her that like. Go ahead.
So I was just thinking about ways that people might like die in the future. If we ever see like an actual Fenrir type Grim added into the canon, Nora's dead
Why?
because Nora's based on Thor, and Fenrir kills all the Norse gods.
Do you think Ren would die too then?
I don't know.
But what about Crow's new voice actor?
Actually, before we get too far from something else, Zach, you stated your opinion on Winter. Mike, what do you think's going on with Winter?
Um, she's just being a loyal soldier, pretty much. Like she's always been that way.
I'm confused as to why Weiss is confused about her.
I am as well.
And that is what puts it into my theory. And so in my reaction video, I said, "Oh, it looks like Winter is drinking the Kool-Aid." When Weiss was confused, like, "Why is my sister acting like this?"
She's always been this way.
Just be prepared for when I'm right.
My sister, the Atlas Academy student, graduating at the top of her class, working directly under Ironwood. She seems a little suspicious in this video of her talking to the city about obeying the government. She's a hacker. What's the jump here?
Just be prepared.
You'll be sitting here eating this pizza with a monocle. The top
What's gonna
hat. I
happen?
told you so.
What's gonna happen is she's gonna be like, "Hey, guess what, Connor? You're never gonna hear the fucking end of this one."
Oh snap! I guess like she does show like she does have high moral standards, but I think in part of that she probably shares the same ideals as Ironwood, and Ironwood probably at heart is trying to keep the peace. He isn't trying to be like this tyrannical dude. In part, he kind of is a little bit, but is because he wants to pretty much prevent the same thing from happening, protect the people. But we'll see. We'll see very soon.
Mm-hmm. What was it that you were saying, Zach? Before I cut you off?
Well, it's fine. I'll get to that in a second. But did you guys see the shout out to Rook?
No.
Yeah, they had a drunkard.
That's Regecko. Idiot.
Hey, I was there for like
Whoa.
4 episodes. What do you want from me?
Yeah,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that they were fucking racist against Faunus.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it definitely felt like it too. Like, just even as they were kind of moving to that guy's like workshop or whatever, it felt like they were moving into like the slums, even deeper and deeper into it. And of course, we see a Faunus run out of there with what I believe it was either an arm or a leg enhancement. It was an arm. Yeah, I couldn't remember specifically. It definitely felt like it, that Atlas still is struggling with the Faunus and the humans.
I don't necessarily know about that with them going into the slums because they're both human and Faunus there. But
well,
I mean, I'm just happy to see the one person saying "fuck you, Faunus."
Well, tying it in with the Faunus, that guy.
It's been 6 volumes since we had actual Faunus discrimination. You are aware of that, right? It's been 6 fucking volumes.
Really?
Yeah. We've had them talk about Faunus discrimination, or if you want to count the Adam character trailer, it was at the start of volume 6, but that's it. The only Faunus fucking discrimination that we've had was fucking, what's his name? The dick from volume 1 pulling on Bunny Girl's ears. Carton pulling on Velvet's ears. That's their names. Adam defending the White Fang people by killing that one man who was going for his gun to shoot some people, and then the other people seeing that and going, "You freak it!" And now it's this. I need some hardcore Faunus hatred this volume.
Why?
Because I want the White Fang. I want the fight for Faunus rights to feel like it's an actual fight for rights. I want to see that there is a divide. Because in Vale, we barely saw anything. In Mistral, we didn't see anything. We heard about the fact that this stuff happened, but we never saw it. And for this being such a big theme that was pushed so heavily early on, I want to see more of it so that way we can actually overcome it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to do at this point, unless they come up with like a new big bad guy that's worse than Adam.
Do you not-
Twice's dad with his fluffy mustache and his I'm gonna brand Adam's eye with my Dust Company logo, and there's fairness discrimination, and this is all the perfect tie-in for what's about to happen.
Well, we did see kind of those election posters, so an election is coming up.
Yep, Miss Hill, whatever the fuck her name is.
It's pretty much protect. Yeah, all about protecting.
Oh man, what would happen if she won election? I was like, all right, Torchwick, give me the keys to the city. Or not Torchwick. What's up, Ironwood? Give me the keys to the city. And I was just like, you are aware I own the city right now, right? Fuck you. You don't know what's going on. Maybe that's what they're playing. Hill works for Salem.
That was my next thing I was going to go to.
Salem and her crew is trying to instill Hill, so that way she will try and overtake Ironwood. Ironwood is then going to say no because he understands the big picture where she doesn't, and he is not going to let her destroy the peace that Ozpin has created. And that is what's going to tear the city apart, causing a civil war upon itself, destroying the city. That's how the volume ends.
What about the
Maybe the
giant
next volume
robot?
ends. Oh, you mean Atlas Academy Colossus mode? God, I hope that's right. God, I hope that's right. If I'm right about that,
It's plausible. It's plausible.
Timestamp it.
It could also be just like a giant robot in general.
Or you mentioned it in 2 previous videos.
What about so let's kind of get back to what I was saying. What about Crow's new voice actor?
I don't like it as much. It's decent. I don't like it as much.
It's bassier. He's trying to me it was like a Batman effect.
It's too throaty. It needs to have that underlying bass that, he kind of levels out into. It's like, okay, yeah, here I am when I'm trying to be cocky, but when I'm leveling out, you can feel it's hit a flat level. It's out of my throat now. It's now in the bottom of my face. I don't know what that part's called. Jaw?
That got deep.
No, I mean because he's trying to keep the same feel, I guess, but like with the previous actor, of course, it was natural, but it's not natural with him. So maybe it'll take a little bit of time. So I guess I'm kind of just gonna try and get adjusted to it to see if it changes. Yeah.
I don't hold anything against the voice actor. I understand the reason for the change. I understand the reason why it's all being done. Even if I disagree with it, I should probably cut that line out right there. But I just don't like the voice as much, but I'm sure I'll get used to it.
See, I think it worked because he was trying to keep Crow's character to Crow. And I can respect that. Kind of like Mike was saying, it's going to take an adjustment. If that's not his natural way of doing things, I'm not going to fault him for it. But I appreciate the fact that he's trying to stay true to Crow. So
You wouldn't have liked it if he just went in with a whole new voice, like, "How you doing, guys? My name's Crow."
Like nice thick Southern country accent.
This is my niece, Ruby.
I love that actually. A nice thick Southern country accent from Crow.
what do you think of the Ace Squad? Or in my opinion, the X Squad?
I thought it was interesting that there are 5 of them. That was the biggest thing that stood out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen everything happen in like teams of 4, so just seeing a team of 5, I was like, well, that's an odd choice. I love the fucking leader of it, though.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny how they came like late to the party.
I know. We just saved you.
They seem
unregistered
like
weapons.
Yeah, you dang lawbreakers.
Hand me down robes.
You must be a Weasley.
You must be a Schnee. A Schneesley.
I also I thought it was funny. He almost Pedro or whatever. Honestly, seemed Pedro. Pretty much seemed.
Keep saying Pedro. It's a T. Pietro.
He says it with a nice deep voice.
saying it with that country swang.
Pietro.
Anyway, Pietro. Anyway, he when he
What's
with
that
Yang's
country?
arm, with Yang's arm, he's like, "Oh, you painted it."
You
I
seemed
made
so
that.
hurt when that happened.
I know. I was like, so I was like, oh, I wonder if he's the guy who designed Yang's arm because he had like the model like very similar in the back on a poster. Also, who do you think those X-rays were of?
I don't know. I didn't look closely at them.
Probably
So
Lionwoods, honestly.
maybe I was like, either they're really zoomed in, or that is one big human. Like it was a giant foot or giant feet, giant knees. Like I mean, even the ribs were huge. I was like, what is that thing?
Well, those are probably zoomed in, honestly, because that's how they usually do X-rays.
Maybe, but like even
close.
then, it seemed like it was more ribs than usual. So I was like, I wonder if this is foreshadowing something. A cybernetic Salem. Do you think Ozpin comes back out when they get to Ironwood's office?
I'm hoping,
I'm hoping to.
but I don't know. We see in the intro, Oscar fighting
Oscar.
with Ironwood, but it seems like a training fight.
Yeah, like training to me.
So I'm gonna guess that is the actual Oscar, not Ozpin at all. So I don't know.
I want to know what it's gonna take to bring him back out. Like I know he's salty. I mean, I get it.
I think it's going to take the girls thinking that they've got this and that they're now making all the right decisions now that Ozpin isn't with them. And then the city collapses under their direct leadership. And they feel so terrible that they finally now have a taste of everything that Ozpin has been trying to fight against this whole time. And Ozpin's there that's going to try and bring them from the darkness like he's been forced to come back from time and time again. We'll see.
I don't know. I just love his character so much that it's hard for me to not have him there. But they pissed him off. He told him not to do it.
Made him depressed.
I mean,
fucking idiots. God damn. I hope this is a season where Yang's good and not bad again.
Dude, I don't blame him though. Like, I would have wanted to know.
I mean, so just to put it in perspective, this guy has been alive for thousands of years, right? Doing the same thing, but being betrayed countless numbers of times. All for the good of mankind. He has no one has probably thanked this guy, right? Like they didn't take any consideration on how he could have possibly felt or have gone through. They're just like kids, just like, oh, yeah, basically like kids to their parents.
They're
like, you don't
just
do anything.
kids.
So, but let's
the
just
teenagers. Yeah.
let's take it as a look of. So here's one argument that perhaps the one that pisses me off the most was they kind of made an argument in Volume 6 where it's like, we're just doing what you've been trying to raise us up to do. We're just, we don't have free will. This is just what you're trying to force us into. It's like, imagine right now, if you will, this is America. Sorry, I was trying to sleep this song. All of a sudden, in your room, walks in George Washington. He's been alive this whole time. He set the foundations for what America was going to become. Would you be mad at him because he wanted to set certain things in motion, like freedom of speech and freedom of belief? Would you be mad at him for these things that he's done, or would you be like, you know what? I get it. And I still do have free will of my own. And I can make decisions on my own. I do have a choice.
I feel like this has gotten a little off track, but I see the point you're making.
Yeah.
They are young and they are learning, but there is just so many stupid things that they said in that last encounter that I want Ozpin to come back because he deserves to come back and have a fucking conversation with a friend. A friend who I think Ironwood is the only person who, like, if they told the story, the truth of Ozpin to, they'd be like, Ozpin's been doing this. We found the truth. This. And he'd just be like, well, duh. Why would this battle still be going if she wasn't immortal? If there was a way to kill her, don't you think Ozpin would have done it already? This is for the greater good of the world. He's just doing the best he fucking can. This is our job to do our part.
And you don't
What the
think
fuck
he'd
are you
come out
children
right then?
thinking? I don't know.
I don't know. See, I think Ironwood being in a beaten state, it definitely. I think it may change that conversation.
We'll find out. But I'm hoping that he's the pure logic one who can fucking teach these girls some goddamn logic.
I mean, they'll either that or they'll just learn on it. Something worse
True.
will happen.
And boys too, because fucking John's been an idiot this whole time as well.
Hey, he
Red's
did
been
something
quiet
this
most of the time, so I won't say anything about that.
So, anything else major from this episode you guys want to discuss?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, here, so let me start crossing some of these things. We've gone over Watts, we've gone over for fairness, discrimination, we've gone over Pro's new voice. One little fun thing that's throwing out there. I'm pretty sure one of the Ace Ops members is transgender. It might be me stereotyping based on looks, so if so, but I'm pretty sure they are.
Let me take
Why?
a look at the picture real quick.
You can, if you look at the picture of all of them together, as it's like in the intro.
I was looking at the end.
That's what I mean. Intro, outro. It is the right hit, the second one from the right.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about.
At
There's a
16 what?
possibility.
1611.
I just noticed one of them is a Faunus. On the left.
Which one?
The guy with the long hair. Looks like a wolf.
Oh yeah, that's a wolf tail.
I didn't even
Oh.
notice that until just. It was just
So there might not be as much faunus issues.
or
Well, I'm
maybe
sure
there
it's
is.
like stuff that's. It's just like it is in America. There's a lot of the youth that's trying to overcome it. Ironwood being a progressive minded person, he's trying to get past that stigma, but it's still just this stuff's embedded in families. You don't get over it overnight.
Oh,
So
what
him doing
about
this in the Aesops would be like, see, this is a Faunus. This guy knows his shit. He's a good fighter, and he's here to help you.
fair enough? Do you think that they betray?
I don't think so. I'm always skeptical of a pretty face, of a charismatic guy with this pretty face. But you know what? I trust this guy. I trust the leader. The one with
Just
the
like
fucking mind chakras, whatever he's got, maybe that's fucking racist. I don't know if that's a cultural reference with his markings on his face.
Mind chakras?
He's the only one who I'm like weirded out by. I was just like, all right, well, he's super pale compared to most of these people who are heavily tan / black. So
Yeah,
he just seems like the odd man out.
Yeah, they honestly seem like a capable bunch. I'm assuming these are the licensed huntsmen. That he's talking about. This is like a specialized huntsman that work under Ironwood.
So they're definitely good at their
Well-
job. Got to jump on the team.
I was gonna say, I almost think they're just like the police force, but the elites for those that maybe aren't just normal citizens.
Well, my theory behind that is like I think it's at the very end, I guess, where it shows like the picture of like everybody. I guess like assuming they're all gonna be working together doing something.
Yeah.
Point. And then the fact that they all have like special weapons or what appears to be like special weapons.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and they fight Grim as well. If they are like the specialized defense force, I'm guessing they would have to be like huntsmen and huntresses.
Maybe they're all androids, like Penny. Ironwood did say that he was looking to have Penny be like a new type of fighter. It is possible that that is what these people are. They only showed up after Penny left.
Fair
And
enough.
having one even look like a Faunus. That'd be clever. But there's also no proof of that. That's all speculation.
What about Super Saiyan Yang?
Super Saiyan Yang, maybe she's an android. And that'd be
Super
weird if
sick.
like they reprogrammed her arm, like Watts hacked her arm, or Winter hacked her arm. They caused that to do something. I want to make fun of you the whole time about that Winter comment.
The day comes, we're just gonna be sitting here like.
Yeah, never gonna hear the end of it. At the end of it, if it's actually right.
Actually, that's a good thing. In the comments below, tell us what team are you on. Is it Winter who's going to hack or Watts? I know I'm going to get destroyed.
Yeah, we'll see. You may have some people join your team. We'll have a big thing going on.
All I need is one.
Oh, it looks like Crow. Actually, looking at this final picture, Crow has a new outfit too.
Yeah. As one, well, not the outfit
this, Connor.
but,
We already discussed this. We went over
this. Didn't discuss Crow. This is the first time we've seen his fucking new outfit. Of course, Penny has a new outfit too.
Well, Penny's got a new body.
Yeah. Long hair.
It was appropriate. It was needed.
Yeah, still has the little blink on the top of her hair. All right, well, I guess there's only one last thing to talk about, right, Mike?
2.
2? All right, let's go with the one that I don't know.
Well, like it's just kind of like I'm trying to figure out. Like there's near the end. Oh, can you hear me?
You were covering the mic with your mouth or with your hand.
There's this one chick that's fighting with Crow at the end against the.
Wasn't that Hill?
I was gonna say, I thought that was Hill.
With the like blondish, brownish hair.
I mean, it's not confirmed, but I figured that's who it was.
Well, I mean,
possibility. Well, we'll just keep rolling.
That is 100% Hill.
You found it.
There, yeah, fucking like 1655. There's no doubt in my mind that that's Hill, or that that's not Hill. Which, seeing her fight Tyrion dampers that theory that she's working for Salem.
It's still possible. Maybe like an act.
Yeah. Which no one wants, who's currently running this operation. Finally, we have someone who's fucking a smart person leading the ship. I'm so happy to see what's going to happen. I want to get fucking deceived. I want to get stabbed in the fucking back.
Oh, man, you're right.
I like clever villains. We haven't had a clever villain. Like, you could argue, Cinder destroyed all of Vale because of hacking and working with the White Fang, but we haven't seen her be clever. Like, it's just, she threw some money at people and they said okay.
Yeah.
I want someone who's like, oh, my back's been pushed against the wall. Let me fucking get out of this using my own fucking talent.
Like Winter will?
I still think Winter's a maiden. My theory is the exact opposite of yours, pretty much.
Oh, you did say that you thought she was a maiden.
Mm-hmm. Which would make sense.
On what basis?
Because we, at the very end of the episode, saw the Staff of Creation, one of the 4 relics. And you know what you need to get to the relics? A maiden! What maiden do we know? Well, there's actually 2 that we know. But it might be Winter. It also might be Summer. We actually don't know any other ones. Maybe it's Fall. Maybe it's Cinder who has to open this one. There's no way that this one's Fall, right? Like, that's gotta be the super secret Veil one.
Yeah. That's my guess anyway. All we have is guesses at this point because we don't have enough information to really piece all that together.
Oh, man. What if Hill's the maiden?
That'd be interesting. Favorite outfit though?
What if Hill's the maiden and then Winter kills her? Because she needs to become the maiden. And it's all part of Ironwood's plot. There's way too much just random theory crafting here. I don't have proof about like half the shit I've said in this part.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's all plausible.
well on certain grounds. Like specific things would have to be set up. So it's
I'm so sad. I didn't have like an aha moment in this. You good?
yeah.
I didn't have an aha moment in this intro like I did with fucking Volume 6. With like the Torchwick hat.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping I'd get that. I was hoping we'd get like some vague reference that might indicate Penny coming back, so that way I could call it out, but she was fucking revealed in episode 1.
just came straight in. But yep, I mean that's pretty much it. I guess as far as like major stuff anyway.
Mm. Yeah, I think that really covers it all. Team's currently being thrown in prison, escorted to Ironwood, I'm sure.
Yeah, because he picked up.
See, and that's why I'm hoping Ozpin will come back. Is when they're trying to explain everything, and he's like, "Y'all stupid. Here's what's really going on." And Ironwood's like, "Oh, cool. Golly gee, we got to change things."
I don't think it's going to happen quite like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, I guess that's it for this part. We'll be sure to see you again for our next discussion in episode 2. The one where Cinder decides to have a makeout session with Neo.
Sure. I'll believe that.
And I have all the proof lined up. You just remember, I called it right here. Same amount of proof as the winter hacking theory.
Whoa.
That's my whole
That's
setup
gonna be
for
a
that joke.
recurring thing.
I'm gonna make fun of you so hard for that.
Just wait.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. Share it with your friends if you liked what you saw. Check out our reaction video that we had uploaded yesterday. And, of course, we'll see you next time.
Maybe. Depends if Mike can put his glasses back up. Yep, we'll see you next week.
Hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to let us know whether you did or didn't by using those like buttons, the comments, or subscribing. And make sure you also spread it around to all of your friends, too. I'd also like to thank our patrons. With support like yours, we're able to slowly improve on our content, so thank you so much for supporting us. If you're not already a patron and you'd like to support us directly, be sure to check out our Patreon in the description below. We have rewards like stickers, shirts, behind-the-scenes content, and even the ability to make a major character to join in one of our D&D campaigns. Well, once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.